Hi, I'm Frank Lucer with cnfinteractive.com. Today I want to share with you how to design and create a Masonic coin for your lodge or organization. There's a few steps we need to go through, so let's get started. First, you'll want to decide how many coins you need, and then you'll want to decide on a design. You'll need two separate designs, one for the front side and one for the back side. Each one of those designs requires a die. So when I'm talking about a die, I'm talking about actually two dies for a coin, one for the front and one for the back. So once you've decided how many coins you want, then we'll decide on the design. Now, we have several different designs on cnfinteractive.com that you can look at. We can modify, we can create, pick and choose different designs, or you can come up with a totally new design, one of your own, one maybe a picture of your lodge, maybe a picture of a brother or somebody from a distant past who has contributed to the lodge. Maybe you want to put his picture on it. It all depends on the lodge and what the lodge wants. The graphics will be created in a vector format. So you can sketch that out for me on just a piece of paper, or you can actually take pictures of something that you have that you want to modify and send those to me in an email. Based on those pictures, I'll put a draft together that'll look something like this. This is the draft artwork for a brother's coin. It's in antique bronze. It's three-dimensional, and it's 1.5 inch. You'll notice that this particular coin has color in it, black and white and blue. Some of the coins have those colors in them, some coins don't. It all depends on your taste and what it is you're looking to put together for your lodge. Once that artwork is drafted, it'll be forwarded to you in an email. You'll need to look over that artwork, proof it, make sure that everything is correct, make sure all the spelling is correct, the layout is the way you want it, and then you'll approve that and send it back to me. Upon payment, we'll forward the order to the production process, and the coins will be delivered to you in 4 to 6 weeks. When you're designing your coin, you can come up with several different enhancements. One is the diamond cut edges. Here's a photograph of the different diamond cut edges that are available. You have the oblique, the flat, the rope, the petal, and the curved waved edges. All these can be seen actually a little better on the website cnfinteractive.com. Also, when you're designing a coin, we have 12 different granulations. These granulations would be something to the effect of that comes into the background of the coin to give it some different design, look, and so forth. If you look at the website on cnfinteractive.com under coins, you'll see a lot of different coins have these different granulations in the background. And also, when it comes to the finish of the coin, the antique bronze is a favorite finish, but these are all the different finishes that are available to you, and you can also view these on cnfinteractive.com under the coins page down at the bottom under enhancements. The antique bronze is usually the most favorite for Masonic coins. However, we do them in gold and many other colors. The antique gives it a little bit of a more contrast of a detail. If it's just a plain old gold shiny coin, a lot of times things will be washed out and you won't be able to tell the detail in it. So when you apply the antique into it, it brings out the detail in the coin. You can also apply a two-tone finish to a coin. Here's a coin that has some two-tone. It's got nickel and gold in it. And you'll notice the granulation in the background actually is the number one granulation that gives it some contrast so that it's not totally shiny, and the other thing will stand out so that you can see the detail in it. What happens when you don't do anything like that is you have this backside which is totally shiny, doesn't have any granulation in the background. You can barely tell what's going on with this coin because it's so shiny. You have to look at it real carefully. Some of the different finishes, designs, and layouts of coins are kind of confusing to people. This particular coin is actually a copper finish coin, and that kind of gives you an antique copper finish actually, because it still has some detail to it. You can see the copper finish, and then you can kind of see the antiquing on it. This coin is a antique bronze coin. Has the photograph of a building on it, or the image of a building. Here's the stairway on the back side of this coin. It doesn't have quite as much granulation in the background, so it makes it a little more shiny. If the granulation had been put in the background of that particular coin, you would be able to see the detail of the stairs and steps and so forth a little better. Sometimes also people want to make keychains out of the coins. There's two different ways to do this. One is actually design a coin with an eyelet on it. You'll notice this eyelet right here, and then it has the little ring that you can hook a keychain to. When you do that, it requires a special die. You have to make a die with that, so you can't have some with the keychain and some without. They either have to be with it or without it, based on the mold. The die that's made has that eyelet on it. But you can go with a process, something like this. This is a coin holder. It actually tightens up. I'm not going to take it loose, but it fits around the coin. This thing does, and the coin fits into it. This tightens up, and it turns your coin into a keychain, so that it kind of swivels around a little bit. And you can carry that on your keychain, or you can just put it up or show it to people, what have you. But these are one way that you can have coins, maybe half coins and half keychains, or you can just order some of these keychains and tie them in with your coin, the particular size you have, and create something to give away as a special gift. They have some different packaging stuff. I'm going to cover that next with you. The standard packaging is this little PVC package. It has a little flap on it that, let me see if I can get it open for you so you can see what I'm talking about here. But the little flap, it's just a little bag, and you can put the coin in it like this, and it has a little flap. It almost looks like an apron when you have the coin in this bag. All the coins come standardly packaged like this. That's part of the standard pricing. Then there's the enhancements where you can have them put in acrylic cases, and they come in this little box. The acrylic case actually is just a case. It looks something like this. These acrylic cases fit real nicely in coin stands. You can get a coin stand that's wide enough for that one to fit in. You can put it on display. This particular box is just, it has a window in it so you can see one side of the coin. However, you have to take it out of the box by unfolding it on the back side. Sometimes you may have a special guest or somebody to that effect, like a grandmaster or some of his entourage, and you want to present something special to them. So you may want to take a velvet box to this nature, something that is really nice, and have the coin displayed in that box when you present it to them. So those are some of the different options that are available. Next, I'll show you a couple of the different stands and how those stands work when you put a coin, like if you want to set it on a desk or something to that effect. The coin stands come in several different designs. This is one that actually is a little wider. It's bronze. This particular one is an antique finish, antique bronze finish. But the coin itself will fit nicely in that little stand, and you can see when you set it on your desk, it gives it a nice little display. The other stand is a little angle that just takes a bare coin. It's not in a case or anything to that nature. You can set it right in the, oops, my bad. You can set it right in the coin holder and display your coin right there on your desk. Or if you wanted to, you could order some of these extra ones. Maybe you already have some coins on hand and you wanted to make a display. That's a great way to do it right there. Basically, we've covered the basics of putting a coin design together and getting it approved, and then all the different elements of that coin that you can add in there. Each one of those elements uh, have a value to them that will be added into the quote. So basically, the first thing we want to do is decide on how many you want. I'll send you a quote based on the design that you tell me that you want on the coin, or you may want me to come up with one, or you may want to use some of the ones that I have on the website already and just modify them to your needs. So basically, you'll get that quote. And once the quote is in, you'll say, hey, yeah, let's go with it. Sometimes we'll go ahead and start the artwork for you if you're real serious, and go ahead and forward the artwork to you. Once that artwork is approved, the quote is approved, and we receive a copy of the quote with a lodged check. We can accept payments by credit card if you want to do it that way, although that's a little more expensive for most people. If you'll just decide what you want to do, once that's taken care of, you can send it to cnfinteractive.com. All the address and everything will be on the quote. Mail that in with a copy of the artwork that's approved along with your quote, and we'll get started on that. Once the artwork is approved by you, then it can be sent to the production. Once it's sent to production, if any changes are required after that, it would require a new die charge because everything is already in process. Most of the time, orders are shipped direct to the customer from the supplier, and it'll have my shipping address and everything on it, but it'll come directly to you from China FedEx, and it will be required a signature once it lands on your doorstep. So I appreciate you taking the time to look at this. I hope I can help you out. Feel free to give me a call at 1-800-765-1728, or look me up, cnfinteractive.com on the internet, or you can follow this link right below here.